What's up, friends? So today is this weekend is a very important weekend. So we are taking that to the dyno. So we're gonna go tune this bitch and see how much power she makes. So I'm gonna move the truck, hook up the trailer, pull the bumper off, and gotta change the oil, and then we'll load on the trailer. So I'm gonna start taking the bumper off, get the oil changed, and then we'll get loaded up. We gotta go buy some supplies, but yeah, we'll be good. So let's go make this happen. What's up, guys? So we loaded up the FC and we drove to Atlanta. We are currently in, I don't know where, I think Dunwoody, Chamblee area, whatever that is. But I dropped the FC off at Eurofed, and tomorrow we will be tuning said FC. So this is a long time coming. Months and months of work has gone into this moment. And last time we were here, didn't go so well. So last time we were here, we ended up losing compression on the engine from EGTs that were too hot. We ended up warping apex seals. To remedy that whole situation, we did the ITBs because we had a lot of restriction at wide open throttle with the old setup. This one will be much better, free flowing. Hopefully it works out, and hopefully we make some power. So I'm eating pizza. Chad Dad is on the way. I think he's an hour away or something like that. He brought his FC, so hopefully he made it. And yeah, we'll go get on the dyno in the morning. We'll see what happens. John also drove down from, or is driving down from Virginia. As you know, John built the exhaust, the ITBs. John built everything. John welded all the things. So super stoked to have John there. Super thankful for Eurofed for letting us borrow their shop for the weekend and get some stuff done. Also, Dalton and Alfie will be coming down too in the morning. So we'll get to see all of the cool pictures and content from Dalton in digital form, and then Alfie will be shooting film, which that's gonna be super dope. Really excited to see those pictures come out. So stay tuned. In the morning we'll get to it and see what happens. Good night, y'all. Alright, so it is 25 degrees. It's very cold. We have the FC. Chad Dad is in the FC, getting ready to tune it. Dalton's hanging out in the rafters, being a creeper. Oh yeah, Alfie over there. We got my frog front end. We got Brandon's Evo. This thing's pretty rad. So we might dive into this later, but Brandon's building cool shit. A lot of titanium stuff going on in here. A lot of things he's been building. I don't understand Evos, but it looks cool. So yeah, we just changed some plugs in the FC because I fouled them out yesterday in the cold. It was throaty. They weren't thrilled to be living. They're definitely on the black side. So we got fresh plugs. Found a store in Atlanta that had a bunch of stock plugs. And then we have our special plugs whenever it's time for these. These are from Mazda Motorsports NGK competition. They are 10.5 heat range, so race car level stuff. Hopefully you don't ruin them because they're expensive plugs. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know what we'll get into today. Got Chad doing stuff. Smoky. Yeah, that's how it was supposed to sound. It did not sound like that yesterday. It sounded like a lawnmower running on one rotor.
Sounds like a boss now. What, Chad? Should cold start like a boss now. Hell yeah.
Let's see if she starts. Oh, you're gonna get back in there?
It's a little easier. My knees have been less happy.
Shit starts minty. I do like the brap.
No, this is secret.
We can't tell the internet what we got. No. Hey Chad, how you feeling? Perfect.
It is to roast some marshmallows.
Dalton's being a photographer. It's bullshit. Alfie's being another photographer. So, what have we done? You know what we've done.
Checked our timing, make sure it's happy. We're locked in where it belongs.
Cool.
Adjusted the idle mix to make it run a little bit smoother.
Perfect.
Just giving it a once over.
Sweet. So we're gonna check. Well, since last time we did this, we lost compression. We're gonna check compression before we get on the dyno, that fancy boy, and then we'll do it mid dyno, and then we'll do it post dyno to make sure everything's all good. So we'll go ahead and check compression. So these things are hella fancy. Definitely gonna buy one, but pretty rad. We have compression, so that's equally rad. And yeah, let's do the back one now. So good shit. Alfie, that's a dope jacket. Big fan.
Damn ramps, Brandon. Damn ramps. Real sketch, real heavy. Alright, pull it this way.
All right, is John doing his hair?
We're in a beam.
So we are, this is some very nice lighting we got right here, Dalton. So we're strapped up, strapped on the dyno, and we're going to get on there. Chad's gonna start tuning. He had to put his onesie on, and we're gonna do some power goals, power guesses. All right, photo nerds.
God damn it.
What's your guess, Dalton?
I'm going high. I want 291. I know it's probably going to be like 260 something though, but I really want 291.
All right, 291. Alfie, what do you want?
I'm gonna break your heart. I'm gonna do 245.
Cool. Chad, Dad?
240, 245 is appropriate.
I'm guessing 7.
100.
7.
Just 7.
Just 7. Whatever that means to you is 7. Could be 700, could be 7, could be 70. I don't know. John, what are you guessing for power? You built all this shit.
I'm gonna hope for 280.
There we go. So I got 7. John's got 280. Chad, Dad, you said 245. Alfie.
For the record, I got last time we were doing it, my guess was straight to the horsepower.
I want
Let's do 45.
245.
know that.
Dalton's was 291. So we got all of our guesses.
Ooh, I like
Where's
that.
Brandon?
I don't know.
I'll film him later. We'll ask him.
Yeah, we can make it do 290 once.
Where's the nitrous bottle? Where's the nitrous bottle? Just crack that right into the ITBs. So yeah, I guess it's time to do some tuning, and we got marshmallows, so
Oh, I can't wait for that.
that'll be cool.
I can't wait for the photo.
We
op.
definitely should not eat those because someone's getting cancer.
Oh yeah. No, I just want to get the pic. You know? For the content.
I told Ty we're doing it, and he's like, "You guys are idiots." He's like, "Someone's getting cancer." I'm like, "We're not gonna eat it." And he's like, "Yeah, you are." I'm like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "I might."
Jam hungry, jam eat. James would eat it.
Well, boys, we're on the dyno. The dyno's saying it's too cold or something, so we're trying to figure that shit out. We got lots of cameras here. We got friends. We just dropped the clamp off the bung thing. excited?
Smells like rubber.
Smell that rub? Check that tire. I'm gonna see if this one's rubbing. No, we're not rubbing in the back. Yeah, I think we're fine. What? There we go. So,
Chad was doing a little dyno run. We're just cruising, and we got rubber everywhere, and we smelt rubber. And I fixed it with a Dremel. So when we changed the coilovers, we have different spring rates, we have a lot of different stuff. Instead of raising this shit, I just cut the wide body because race car, and yeah, that. So this should work, and we're good. And then we got the Dremel on standby charging if I got to cut more. So pretty minty. Should be good. So I got the Dremel again. I got to cut more stuff. John, can you hold this?
Yes, sir.
Honestly, I'm wondering if I should just like cut here and like be big. Fuck it.
Go for it.
I hate cutting plastic. It like remelts. No! Fucked up.
Don't burn yourself.
Oh, I can't even feel my hands hurting it.
That's true. That probably, you can just put your hand around the muffler for warmth. There you go. Clearance.
Now I need to like fix this.
Weight savings.
That's like fine. That's good enough.
Sure.
Good enough. That's the name of the game. All the time.
Hit
The red button.
Yep.
Later.
Squaring up is so much more important in transition than on street. That's my goal.
You can get away with almost anything.
Dyno gave us a lot of issues that day on Saturday, whenever we did the Saturday. It was too cold outside, and then the dyno was too cold to run, so then we had to stick a heater in the sensor stack, and we finally got to do some pulls, and all that was pretty swell. Or when we did our first run, we got, I think, like 225 or something, so low power, more than we got last time, which is cool. Now, we continued to do more runs after that, and then we noticed that we were struggling to make any power of 200 horsepower, so it was very strange. We did, I think, 4 runs, and then we're like, you know, let's just do a compression check, let's see what's going on. You know, we've had bad experiences before with this car on the dyno, and well, this was another one of those bad experiences. So we compression test the front rotor, and then we end up with we'll go back. So before the dyno, we did a compression test and we had 90, we had like mid 90s on every face, and then that was the front face, and then, or the front rotor, and then the rear rotor we had probably I think it was mid 90s as well. So we had we had compression, and then after we did 4 dyno runs, we compression tested again, and the front rotor had low 30s and the rear rotor had low 30s and possibly dipped into the 20s. So we lost compression yet again on my brand new rebuilt Mazda Rotary 13B engine. So it was real heavy at the time. I was not thrilled. I think Alfie and Dalton, they were taking some pictures, so I'll drop some of their pictures in this story time just so you guys can see. But they were taking pictures. I immediately quit filming, and honestly, I kind of just like walked in the parking lot, and then just kind of cried for a little bit. So that was pretty fun. A lot of emotions going on there. Definitely, it was real heartbreaking to see just the compression numbers when we're on the dyno. It was awful to see that. Like, no one was expecting it. I mean, we did it before, and then to prevent that, we did the ITBs, because last time we had too hot of EGTs from what people said were restrictive intake manifold, and then also too much timing. So this time we're like, you know, we're gonna do it right. We did the ITBs, and then we had super low timing. We were on the 19 degrees at the bottom, 21 degrees up top. We had plenty of fuel, I think. I mean, we were in the 12.3 AFR range, and then our EGTs were about 1600 up at the top end in the rev range. So we did everything right, according to what we were told. It was all done right, and it was good, but we did it again. We warped another set of Irotary apex seals. Now, we don't know why. We're trying to figure that out. I need to get the engine out of the car. We need to take it apart, and we just need to kind of do some analysis on it and see what is going on inside this engine and why we keep killing stuff. Like, at this point, I don't like tuning an NA Rotary, in our opinion, should not be this hard. And it's stressful. I mean, it's sad. At this point, I would be way more comfortable if we took my old engine and then with whatever was wrong with it, slapped a turbo on it and just sent it to the moon. I would feel more comfortable in that engine than this one. So it's like it is really heartbreaking, and it is rough, and it definitely hurts how all of this happened so quick. And basically we've been doing this for I last raced in 2020, yeah, 2020 in November, so it's basically 15 months ago. 15 months, and I don't know how much money, but a lot of money, a lot of time, and we're back to another broken Rotary. Now, we have some options here. We're working on trying to get this fixed. I talked to some friends. I talked to Kyle Mohan, who've known him for years, and we kind of went through some possible situations that could have caused this. Whether, well, for one, Kyle is not a big fan of soft seals in NA engines. For whatever reason, the soft seals do not like NA engines, and it ends up, for whatever reason, they warp them. I mean, soft seals they're what do you call it? They're sensitive, and things happen, and they just kind of bend, and it's hard to diagnose what made them bend. So that's Kyle's kind of big thing, is doesn't like soft seals in NA engines, and that's okay. So his suggestion is we need to get ceramic seals, or we need to get stock apex seals. Now, one problem with that, ceramic apex seals cost $3,000 or something like that. So that's definitely not happening. Stock apex seals are only like 600 or 500, so that's not the end of the world, but it's still more money that I don't really have and don't really need to spend right now. But that's race cars, and this stuff kind of happens. So yeah, Kyle was saying he doesn't like soft seals in any engines. We also had some thoughts about timing. Kyle's like, is timing good? We checked timing, made sure that's all great, but he wanted to make sure that he wants me to pull out the crank angle sensor and make sure there's no like situation in those gears, make sure it's not messed up or there's any problems. He's seen that happen. The crank angle sensor is, what from Kyle's found, is very reliable up to 10,000 RPM, and doesn't have any issues. So on par, the second gen cranking sensor and the trigger kit are on par, the same, basically the same reliability aspect. So that was a question. Another question is basically our fuels. Maybe Kyle's like suggested with all the overlap and the perf report we have, like maybe we need more fuel. He's like, I've seen NA cars where they just need a shit ton of fuel and be in the 11s. Seen some where they're okay in the 13s. Just kind of depends. So we need to look at that and kind of review the data, see what possibly is going on. Those are kind of Kyle's main takeaways. We have enough premix. That's all good. Our timing was fine. So that was some food for thought. Also talked to Poppy Dom, Rob Dom. So him and I have been chatting about it, and he suggested he ended up wanting to help me rebuild the engine. I don't know if that means we get Rob out here or I ship the engine out there. We don't know, but Rob has offered to help fix the engine and basically get it going again, because he wants me to stay Rotary, do all that. I mean, the setup's cool. We've put in so much work, and it'd be awesome to see this thing run. I'd be so thrilled to just drive this car at a track day like once, because it's been a rough year. So Rob has offered to help, and him and I are chatting, and we're going to see if we can make something work between us and all the schedules and the race schedule and all that stuff. So if you guys follow Rob Dom, go over to Rob Dom's channel, all the socials, just annoy the shit out of Rob. Yeah, comment on his posts, comment on the videos, and just be like, hey, like, you should help James and we need to get all this figured out. So I definitely think it'd be good for the whole Rotary community as a whole if I stayed Rotary and my engine worked. But yeah, you guys go annoy Rob. Him and I have been chatting about possible options. Like, he's super into helping me figure out what happened to this engine, figure out what's wrong, and just getting it fixed. And then obviously we got Miles. He can also help figure out the engine, help fix it, but he's super busy and he works a lot, so I gotta make sure it works out with his time. I gotta make sure his time frame works out with my time frame, because we gotta be racing in a month, and I'm so ready to be racing again, and I'm not missing any more events. So we gotta get this thing going at Grid Life. We have to be racing again in March. That is the goal. On the flip side, which this is gonna piss off like probably 7 of you, and that's fine. Like, you guys can go hate on Tyler for it. In the meantime, Tyler is working on figuring out an LS engine for my car. So Ty's been like anti-Rotary for a long time, and he originally wanted to put an LS in the car when we first blew it up in 2020. So he really wanted to do it, and now he's taking it upon himself to figure out how we would LS swap the FC. So he's working on figuring out an engine, trans package, do that whole thing, and swap kits and all that stuff. So, you know, if we can't figure out this Rotary, I mean, it might be time to just throw in the towel and say, hey, we gave the college try. Like, we did a good job. We tried. We need to get back to racing. We need to get back to having fun and like doing cool stuff with my friends. And having a broken car in the garage does not let me do cool, fun stuff at racetracks with my friends. And that is really, really hard on me. So yeah, if you guys want to like complain about LS or whatnot, you can blame Tyler. But also, you guys probably don't understand how much time, money, effort, and work has gone into this like build in this car over the past year. I mean, so many people have helped. John is dedicated, I don't know how many hours, probably hundreds of hours at this point, to building just an ITB manifold. And then also more hours building the exhaust manifold and the exhaust. John did all that. Chad's come up for all the dyno stuff. Chad's been tuning the car. He did a lot for the break-in, did the first dyno, we did the second dyno. So Chad's put in a bunch of work. Ty's put in a ton of work with helping figure out a lot of the airbox situation for the ITBs and how we're going to build that. And then Ty also helped me rewire the whole chassis. So everyone has put in a lot of work in getting this thing like to the point that it is. And it not running and all of us seeing it break on the dyno was very emotional for, I think, everybody involved. And yeah, like, it's definitely frustrating. It's sad because I don't know if the internet knows just how much work everybody's put into this, but it's a lot. And like, we're doing cool stuff, and I love it. But also, I love the Rotary engine. It's great. But at the end of the day, I'm a race car driver, and I just want to drive race cars. And if I can drive race cars with a Rotary, or I can drive race cars with an LS, I'm going to do it. And whichever way is the fastest, cheapest, and most logical answer, we will do it. So we're going to definitely explore the Rotary we're going to explore rebuilding the Rotary with Rob, Miles, or Andrew, any of the Rotary homies, and then Ty will also be exploring an LS swap option. So we just got to figure out what's going to work for us and what's the best. Yeah, I mean, again, for you guys that are mad, you should have seen how we all were on Saturday, and then you'd probably rethink why you're mad about it. But yeah, if you guys are pro for any engine option, I really should make some merch and like sell it to like raise funds, which I should do that. Does anybody like want stickers again? We can definitely do stickers, or we can do something like that. But we need to get something going so we can get a rebuild Rotary fund or LS swap fund, whatever it is. But we need to really do that. So I'll bring back the stickers. You guys let me know what you guys want. Well, to recap, the weekend sucked. I don't really blame anybody for the problems here. Chad did his job. Chad did good. John and I did good. I mean, we built a hell of an intake setup and an exhaust setup. Miles built a good engine, but for whatever reason, we're just killing seals, and it's kind of leaning towards there's something up with the Irotary seals. Whether you agree with me or not on that, I really don't care, but that's my experience. I've killed 2 sets of them and 5 dyno pulls each. So, you know, something leads me to believe that there's an issue with those seals, and hopefully going stock or ceramic is going to help fix this. But again, hopefully Rob and I can get together and we can do like a autopsy on this engine, get it back together with some fresh seals, tune this thing, do it all in a weekend, and just knock it out. It'd be a lot of fun content for him, be fun content for me, and I would get a running car. So that's like a big plus. I really need a running car. So remember, go annoy Rob Dom and tell him we gotta fix this, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So again, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for kind of the fast into like the good stuff in the video, but it was rough, and like I didn't want to sit there and film being upset or like talk about it. Sometimes you just need to like go away and do your thing and then come back to it like we're doing now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Put a rip in the comments for the second 13B, or I guess, well, it's the same engine, but put a rip in the comments for the second set of Apex seals. And yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Bye, y'all.